Hey everybody, welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble. No, wait a minute. I'm Dalton Good. I'm sorry.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
And we got our buddy Tyler Smith joining us. He's my good Noah Gregson gang buddy on Twitter. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Well, I always see you lighting it up on Twitter. Noah Gregson's always responding to you. He's always liking, retweeting your tweets. Big Noah Gregson fan. So I just want to ask, how'd you get your start to become a NASCAR fan, and who's kind of your favorite driver? Who got you into NASCAR?
So this is kind of crazy, man, but growing up, there's a short track about 15 minutes from my house, 15, 20 minutes from my house, and my parents would always take me there every weekend for years. And I watched guys like Carl Edwards and Jamie McMurray, two Missouri boys, race there all the time. So that kind of got me into it. And then, you know, I just been watching ever since, pretty much.
All right, definitely.
Okay, so what was the first NASCAR race that you went to?
I have actually never been to a NASCAR race, man. I'm going to my first one this year.
Really?
Oh, wow.
And where's that at?
Nashville.
You and I are meeting up. Let's go. I already got my tickets.
Me too, man. Let's do it.
All right. It's a deal.
Hell yeah. And I hope that you are going to be joining me at Road America, man, because that's going to be fun.
Dude, I'm going to try, man.
Hell yeah, man.
If you're ready to walk 7 miles, then
we're getting a golf cart. We're getting a golf cart.
That was quite the workout last year, I will say that.
Yeah. All right, so what would you say is probably your most favorite memorable NASCAR moment that you can remember?
Oh, man, that's tough. Probably Jamie McMurray's first Daytona 500 win. I can't remember exactly what year that was, but watching it and knowing that he was from 3 hours away from me, that just blew my mind, dude. It was insane.
So did you kind of follow Jamie McMurray then? Did he kind of become your guy? Yeah,
for a little while. And then I was always a Carl Edwards fan too, because, you know, he's another Missouri boy. But actually, I was a pretty big Tony Stewart fan until he retired. And then I didn't really have a favorite driver. And I kind of picked Chase Elliott, but then, you know, Dalton's the reason I'm a Kyle Busch fan, so we can all blame him for that.
I'm doing it, man. I'm growing Rowdy Nation. As CEO of Rowdy Nation, I'm growing this fan base, and I just got Tyler to join. So
you are the Rowdy influencer.
You took him to the dark side, man. You took him to the dark side.
Well, I asked him for permission to join before I actually just did it, because I know how Kyle Busch fans hate Chase Elliott fans or whatever. And I was kind of a Chase Elliott fan, so I had to ask him, hey, man, is it cool if I jump from this guy to the dark side? And he approved, so I did it.
You didn't have to ask, just go. I don't care, man.
Yeah, NASCAR. I mean, go for any driver that you feel like that, you know, you have that kind of attachment to. That's my driver.
Yeah. If you want to be a Kyle Busch fan, it's automatic yes for me. You don't even have to ask. Just come on over.
Well, he's the more the merrier.
The reason I don't really want to be a Chase Elliott fan, and I know this is going to make a lot of people mad, but I can't stand 95% of his fans.
Yeah.
They're all babies. Man, they're all babies. They all whine about something. And it's I have to mute people on Twitter because I'm tired of hearing people bitch because Chase Elliott got second place. Man, you could be like Kyle Busch and be the 4th worst Joe Gibbs car this year. Come on. At least Chase is consistent. Quit bitching. That's all I have to say to them.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the hot seat right now. Let's get some predictions for this wild season. Who do you think's winning the championship in the trucks, the Xfinity, and Cup, and what are we gonna see this season? Because it's already been wild.
Truck. I think Ben Rhodes is gonna win the truck championship, man. I mean, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to the truck series to know a whole lot about it, honestly. As far as the Xfinity series, man, I think Austin Cindric's probably going to win the championship again, as much as I hope he doesn't. I think it's going to be him, Gregson, Harrison Burton, and I'm going to go on a limb and say Allmendinger's in the championship 4. But I think, I think Cindric wins the championship. Cup Series. Oh man,
it's like
it's
such a wild card.
Yeah, it is a wild card, but I think Kyle Larson makes a championship 4, man. Honestly, I'm gonna say him, Denny. I know Kevin Harvick's had a rough start, but I'm gonna put him in there.
Rough start. He's got 3 top 5s.
Oh, okay. He was a rough last race at Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. And my 4th one, I'm gonna put Chase Elliott in there. I think Chase is probably gonna win the championship again.
I mean, we got 7 road courses on the schedule. He's definitely gonna win, at least 3/4 of them.
Yeah, the schedule definitely suits him.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. So, Tyler, you know how we always start the show. We always start off with our diecast of the week. So what'd you bring for us?
This is my holy grail diecast, man. So I have the color chrome chrome Plan B Bristol race win Noah Gragson, but it's autographed by Noah and by Dale Jr.
Oh wow!
Oh, you got
nice.
double
Dude,
autograph.
This thing is sick. If I could collect all color chromes, I would, but they're expensive. So
yeah.
See, I like the color chromes, but I'm not the biggest fan with them on race versions because I want my race version to look exactly how it kind of came in the victory lane. But definitely, on that car, on that paint scheme, that looks sick.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah, that is so cool. And that it's signed by Noah and Dale.
I had to get the dual auto. I couldn't not.
Oh, yeah. All right, Dalton, what'd you bring for your diecast of the week?
All right, so I got a very special diecast for this week. So it's hard to believe, but get this. We are approaching the 1-year anniversary of the COVID-19 pandemic first beginning in the United States of America. And it's been a long one for sure. We're still going, unfortunately, but I want to give a special shout out to a couple people with this diecast. I decided to bring out Kyle Busch's Thank You Heroes diecast for today. This is, of course, the paint scheme that he ran at Darlington last year. Darlington was the first race back from the COVID-19 break. And I want to give a little special thank you heroes to some of my frontline heroes that are in my family. First of all, my cousins, Abby and Jessica Green. Both of them are registered nurses down at the Johnson City Medical Center in Johnson City, Tennessee. Jessica is an ICU step-down registered nurse, and Abby is a registered nurse in the operating room. They both caught COVID, unfortunately, but they're all good. Everything's fine. And they also had to really work on COVID patients for 4 straight weeks. And also, I want to give a special shout out to my other cousin down in Riverside, California. Her name is Paige Browning. She is a nurse down there in Riverside, California. I can't remember where she works, but I think she's in the operating room. I think something like that. I don't know for sure. Paige, if you're watching, let me know for sure. But yeah, we're approaching the 1-year anniversary of the COVID-19 pandemic, and I want to give a special thank you to all the frontline heroes out there that are taking care of COVID patients, busting their butts every single week to try to keep everybody alive, keep everybody healthy. This one's for you guys. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man, that is an awesome diecast. And, what they did on the name rails with all the frontline heroes, that was really cool with what they did, adding their names on there.
Yes, and we got Heather Pleasant on this diecast. She got her name on this diecast, or in that race too. Heather actually follows me on Twitter. She is an EMT. I don't know where she is, but Heather, if you're watching, I want to say thank you as well. I'm really glad that you got your name on Kyle's card. That's awesome, man. I really do appreciate it. Keep up the good work, guys.
Awesome. All right, Nick, what'd you bring for your diecast of the week?
Well, that's tough to follow, if I have to say. But we're going to Phoenix this week, and so I'm going to bring out one of my favorite paint schemes of all time. This is where he won the championship, his first Nationwide Series championship back in 2014 when he cleared it up. I'm not a Chase Elliott fan, by any means, but this is my favorite paint scheme of all time. The number 9 Napa. It is the champion edition. He dominated that 2014 season, and he dominated so much that he clinched the championship at Phoenix a week before going into Homestead, so he didn't have to worry about it. But yeah, the Napa car with the finish on it, it's in my all-time top 3 favorite schemes of all time. This car was so sexy under the lights. This should be Chase Elliott's Cup Series scheme for sure, because I love this car.
Oh,
not a Chase Elliott fan though. Not a Chase Elliott fan by any means.
Yeah.
That'll make a good throwback scheme for sometime down the road.
Oh, you should, dude. It's my favorite. It definitely ranks in the top 3 for sure.
Oh yeah, that's such a sweet looking ride. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of his current Napa scheme right now with the white on there. They could definitely do a hell of a lot better job. All right, so for my diecast of the week, we just got out of Las Vegas Motorspeedway, and Mr. Kyle Larson got the job done in his first time in the 5 car. So I want to bring out my favorite diecast that I got of his McDonald's diecast from 2018. This paint scheme is just so sweet looking. It's got the matte finish on there, and it's autographed too. I got this on the Black Friday deal, Plan B sales little thing that they do. Only thing that I got this year, unlike what we did a few years ago when me and Nick did some damage. But such a sweet looking ride.
Never again.
I saw this scheme get the good old bump and run from Kyle Busch at Bristol in 2018 while I was freezing my butt off too.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. So now let's get into our race review. The weekend started off with the Truck Series, and we had Mr. Ben Rhodes leading the field to the green since he's been the class of the field this year. We had John Hunter Nemechek going on to win stage 1. Guys, he's won a stage in every race so far this year. Definitely Kyle Busch has picked himself a hell of a driver.
I actually didn't know that he won every stage this year. That's
not every stage. He's won a stage in every race.
Yeah, stage in every race. Sorry about that. But yeah, I finally think we finally found the good KBM lineup that we needed. Very smart of Kyle to go back to the Cup Series and grab John Hunter Nemechek. Of course, wasn't working out with John Hunter Nemechek in the Cup Series with Front Row Motorsports. Obviously, that's what happens every time we go drive for that team. But yeah, finally we get somebody that can win some races, lead some laps, dominate some races too. So very impressed with John Hunter Nemechek so far. He is the guy I'm pulling for this year in the Truck Series. I hope he can get it done.
Yeah, I didn't really agree with his decision to go to the Cup Series last year, especially for Front Row Motorsports, because I just don't see where you gain any success by going to a team like that. Like, I get it, he lost his Xfinity, his Xfinity team shut down and everything, but that's not where I would want to go. Yeah, he learned some stuff. He was really good in the first couple Cup Series races that he ran last year. Then he just completely tanked the rest of the year. So I loved his decision to go back down in the Truck Series because I just think he's going to dominate.
Yeah, definitely. You got to go where, you can win and show your talent. And, just moving up, to Front Row Motorsports just was not it. And I feel like he kind of, put a little dent in his career right there, but definitely made the smartest choice of, running for, the best team in the Truck Series. And he's showing, and this team needed it because they've been suffering for a few years now.
Definitely.
All right. And then boss man Kyle Busch went on to win stage 2. Means nothing for him, just showcasing the speed for him.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then Connor, is it Daly or Daly? I can never remember.
It's Connor Daly,
I think.
Okay, yeah. I know he's an IndyCar driver, but Connor Daly, he was in the 44 for Nice Motorsports. He got loose entering turn 1, hit the wall hard, and resulting in his truck starting on fire, ending his race. Rough hit. I'm glad he was all right.
Absolutely. That was one of those where he hit that on an angle where without safer barrier, who knows what would have happened. So kudos to NASCAR safety for all that they do.
Yeah, week in and week out, we definitely see the safety improvements that have been happening over the past 20 years in NASCAR. All right, and then Rafael Lassard, he was trying to get in front of the 17 of Dave Gilliland. Not clear, buddy. Not clear at all. Got loose, got spun out entering turn 1 and collected a ton of cars.
Dude, the Marcus Lemona's Camping World trucks had a tough night out on the racetrack. I think almost all of them were involved in wrecks in some way, shape, or form. It was awesome to see Marcus Lemonis do this for the Truck Series drivers, but they had a tough night on the racetrack.
Hey, he's doing it again this weekend for Phoenix.
Oh, is he really?
Yep.
We'll see how that goes.
Dude, I just feel so bad for the spotters because almost all those schemes were identical. So you think you're spotting your truck and your guy could be all like 6 seconds behind and you don't even know what you're doing. So
yeah,
hopefully if he's doing it again at Phoenix this weekend, maybe we'll let them switch up the paint schemes a little bit.
Yeah, let them have a little freedom with it.
Yeah, I remember posting a tweet before that race saying if you were a spotter for a Camping World truck, you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
I had a bad time. Like I said, I think at least 9 out of 10 of them were involved in some sort of incident.
Yeah. And then speaking of which, we had a caution out with 12 to go. Jordan Anderson driving one of those Camping World trucks. Him and Tyler Ankrum got together and they both hit the inside wall hard, ending both of their days. That just sucks for Jordan Anderson because we know how hard he works with these trucks. Just such a small team, and he has a lot of talent to showcase with a team that's not very funded.
Well, he's getting the end of the stick in the Xfinity series too. He's trying to start his own team up there, but he can't get in any races because they're not doing qualifying. So he puts his name. He puts
kind of
his
a
name
bad year to start a team like that, to be honest.
Well, he was hoping they were gonna. All they had to do was qualify for the Daytona race, and they would have been good. But he didn't qualify for the Daytona race, so he got screwed big time there. I don't think he's going to be able to run until Circuit of the Americas in that car, where he gets to try and qualify it again. So he's got some time, but he's a talented guy. I like to see him do well. But yeah, he's just on the end of the stick right now because he can't get in any Xfinity races because he doesn't have any points.
Yeah,
which is a stupid rule in my opinion.
Just bring qualifying back,
seriously. Just let him run a hot lap, man. What?
Yeah, one lap.
It's so
ridiculous.
Even
at the start of the race, just see just have all the guys go out together at once, just like two laps.
There's no excuse to not have this. As a matter of fact, you remember that group qualifying in California with the 500?
Oh, God, when they didn't even make it to the line.
I'd much rather have that than no qualifying or practice at all. I'll just be honest.
I don't know about that was bad.
I remember the first year of group qualifying where they were going to try and do that for the 500, and there was a massive wad up in turn 1. Clint Boyer was involved. He gave one of the funniest interviews I ever seen. Like, this is the dumbest shit I ever seen, man. We're gonna qualify. It was just so dumb. And then they took away group qualifying. They took group qualifying away from Daytona immediately after that because that was stupid.
Yeah, but like I said, I'd much rather have that.
Yeah.
There's just no excuse to not have this. Like, every other motorsport is having qualifying and practice. I don't understand why NASCAR can't have something.
You tear your shit up. That's on you, man. Like, it's so stupid.
We're throwing away the Gen 6 car at the end of this year. I mean, so what difference does it make? Like, what's it gonna hurt?
Yeah,
exactly.
Alrighty, and then we had Mr. John Hunter Nemechek. He's able to hold off his boss Kyle Busch to get the win at Vegas. Guys, he has showed a ton of speed this season. Leading laps at Daytona, at the road course, and just showcasing what he and KBM can do. And I think it's just a match made in heaven right now.
Yeah, there's no way I can't be mad at John Hunter Nemechek beating out my boy Kyle Busch last week. I mean, like I said, John Hunter Nemechek is going to carry this team this year pretty much. I mean, he's all we got so far. He's pretty much our only hope at growing this team because KBM just hasn't had a good lineup ever since Noah Gragson and was it Todd Gill, I think? Yeah.
Don't put Todd Gill into that conversation.
With the Martinsville win that nobody saw.
yeah, I was at the Tennessee game that day. I didn't watch that, but yeah, back Noah Gragson was probably the last good driver that KBM had. Let's be honest. And yeah, for John Hunter Nemechek to go out there, I mean, this was no fluke. I mean, he went out there and just dominated pretty much, led the most laps. He was faster than Kyle, obviously. Like, Kyle Busch did not have a chance. Let's be honest. Like, Kyle, it was tough for Kyle to pass him. So, mad props to John Hunter Nemechek. I'm really glad he got this win. And it's in the playoffs, so let's go win a championship now.
Yeah.
So,
do
you guys think Kyle Busch spun on purpose?
Nope.
Do you think he purposely brought the caution out?
Of course he did. Of course he did, but he wasn't going to admit it at all because the last guy that did that, Bubba Wallace, he got fined $50,000 and like 50 points or
50
something?
50 points. He got docked 50 points. That was probably the dumbest thing that he could have ever said.
Yeah. Yes, he did spin on purpose, but he's not going to admit it.
Nope.
He doesn't want the. He doesn't want.
I wouldn't admit it either.
Manufacturer and team points to get taken away.
As long as he doesn't admit it, he's good to go. Like even Bob Pocker's trying to ask him about it. He's like, nope.
Yeah. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy.
No, that was 100%. That was on purpose.
Listen, everybody does it. Okay, let's just be honest. But yeah, bad props to Kyle. I mean, you can't get caught cheating if you don't admit it. So
that's true.
And also, breaking news. I got a report from J-Ski that they're finally going to start investigating intentional spins for flat tires now, and it took this long. Like really, you couldn't start doing this after the spin gate in 2013?
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, it was. I admit, as a Kyle Busch fan, that was definitely intentional. But like I said, you can't get caught cheating if you don't admit it.
Nope, not one bit. So congrats to John Hunter Nemechek on getting the first win of the year with KBM. So guys, let's move on to the Xfinity Series race.
I don't want to talk about this race.
And we had Myatt Snyder leading the field to green, and we had a caution on lap 17. Stephen Parsons, he took that the 99 Doge car for a spin down pit road, getting loose out of turn 4. Guys, it's cool to see the Dogecoin car back.
Random.
I mean, with everything that happened with the stock market like a month or so ago, and then Dogecoin's back. I don't know. I love to see it. I love that car racing it. What was it, NASCAR 15 that they had it in?
I think so. Old Josh Wise and the Dogecoin car.
All right, and then we had Mr. Austin Cindric going on to win Stage 1, showcasing a lot of speed with Penske this year. And then Ty Dillon and Riley Herbst, they bail out Austin Cindric from a flat tire. They bring out the caution after they tangle together, allowing Cindric to stay only one lap down with the flat tire. That couldn't have – just perfect timing.
Dude, I'm not – yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, you go first. You can go first.
You're the guest. Come on.
I mean, no, you. No, you.
I mean, you just got to feel for Riley Herbst, man. Like, I'm not a fan of the kid, but he's had horrible luck. Like, he can't catch a break.
I mean, before it was him causing all the wrecks, and now he's just getting, taken out. Like, the guy is just a wreck magnet. I don't really know what to say. Stewart Haas Racing made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, Tony Stewart's probably pissed about that.
Well, no, he's not, because he's making money.
He's making money.
He's making that monster money, that terrible Herbst money. This is exactly what he did with Danica, man. This is why he signed him, is for that, Danica money again.
I mean, I guess you're right. We'll see. If he wrecks every week, then Tony Stewart probably won't be real happy about it.
Oh, no, he'll be out of the race car by the end of the year.
Dude, this is, last year, Riley Herbst indeed don't belong this series. I know that none of the wrecks this year have been his fault, but I don't feel bad for him as much as I feel bad for the boys back at the fab shop.
Yeah.
To keep repairing his damaged race car. Another person I feel really bad for is Ty Dillon, man. This was going to be a golden opportunity for him to step into this 54 car. It has just not gone his way. He released that podcast yesterday. A lot of tough stuff going on for him, and I hate to see that, because I do respect Ty Dillon as a person. I think he's a hell of a guy. He's the first NASCAR autograph I ever got back in 2013 at Chicagoland. So I feel bad for him, and he's just not capitalizing on this golden opportunity that he has right now.
Yeah, it definitely sucks because I really do think that the guy belongs in the Cup Series. Just he kind of he didn't have a whole lot of equipment with himself in Germain Racing, and then they closed down due to Geico, dropping out of the team and kind of just running part time everywhere. Xfinity, Cup, he'll probably go down the trucks just so he can get that racing edge back in his life. So. Definitely feel for him right now. He's got to be going through a lot of stuff, seeing his brother in the top series, just, checked off a win at, he won the Daytona Duel. He won at Texas, and this just got to suck for him. So definitely time for Ty Dillon right now. But I hope he picks it up. I know he will because how he looked at Daytona with that Joe Gibbs car before he got into that wreck. Oh man, was he fast?
Oh, before he started that wreck, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the Dillon boys. I always thought they were kind of punks, to be honest with you. But I never cared much for Ty either. But I feel really sorry for the guy, and I'm pretty much worried about him too because if you got Ty Gibbs who's already winning like in his first career start in that same car, that's kind of like a bad sign for Ty Dillon.
I mean, that win for Ty Gibbs, that I feel like that kind of already gave him the full-time ride for next season.
Well, yeah,
pretty much.
Him winning that race added another 14 to his schedule, and that means less races for Ty Dillon. So, yeah.
but yeah, like Ty Dillon has just been through a lot this year. I felt really bad for him after Daytona when he got screwed out of the 500 because of this ridiculous charter system that we got.
Mm-hmm. We got Derek Cope, but no Ty Dillon.
Exactly. You got these back markers that just like 5 miles an hour, pretty much like they're driving like a old lady in a electric scooter around the grocery store. And guys like Ty Dillon who, I mean, they got like pretty good equipment, like better than them at least. They can't make the field. But yeah, I listened to that podcast yesterday, and what really hit me the most was, Ty talking about, how he's having to watch Cup races on TV again. I gotta say that hurts. I bet it does. I feel his pain. The precedent is just not a good thing at all. And I just hope he can. I hope he can find something. I hope he gets better. I hope something good happens to him. I hope he gets a full-time Cup ride somewhere. Just really tough going for him, but just gotta hang in there.
Yeah, but it was really nice to kind of see him open up like that, to kind of show, like, even NASCAR fans that they're not alone with like depression and anxiety and all that. So,
yeah,
it's nice that he kind of like came out as like, if you want, talk to me, kind of tell me your story and we can kind of discuss it. I really love that about the guy. And I already had a lot of respect for the guy, and it just kind of went up that much more. So, kudos to him. If you guys haven't checked it out, I'm going to put the link in the description below. Make sure you check out his podcast from yesterday. All right, guys. So now let's get back into the race. Mr. Daniel Hemrick went on to win stage 1. Some needed points for Hemdog, Nick.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be the end of my 8-year misery, but I was wrong.
Here, tell Tyler a little backstory about yourself.
Yeah, all right. So I am a huge Daniel Hemrick fan, and I was a huge Trevor Bayne fan before he lost his ride. And so I haven't seen a driver that I root for win since Trevor won the nationwide Iowa race back in 2013. So with Hemrick leading here early, I thought my 8 years of misery were finally gonna come to an end, but the fucking dinger got me, man. The fucking dinger.
Oh, the dinger.
He did it to me, man.
Can't stand the dinger either, man.
I like the dinger, but he just had to do it to me, man. Like if Hemrick wasn't running where he was, I would have been so happy for AJ. But that hurt, man. That hurt. But all I can say is he hasn't had any bad luck this year. I'm going to knock on some wood right now. He's finished races. He's right where he needs to be in points. He's getting a lot of points, but son of a bitch, man. You gotta win a race already, man. I'm ready for my misery to be over. I'm sure he's ready for his own misery of never winning in a NASCAR. For never winning in any of the 3 NASCAR series. I'm pretty sure he's ready for that to end too. So
Yeah, I'm ready to see a backflip.
I don't think he's got it in him anymore, dude. It's been too long.
He's like what, 30 now?
He's a dad now. He's probably starting to get back problems. There's no way he's gonna pop one of those things out. But
oh god,
I thought this was gonna be the day.
Yeah,
AJ Allmendinger and college racing did it to me.
You lost the Adderall man, AJ Allmendinger. Come on, man. Okay, listen. There's no way Daniel Hemrick will go winless this year. I don't see that happening.
No, hell no.
I need to see it to believe it at this point.
He's got better equipment, though. He's running a lot better at Joe Gibbs Racing than he ever did anywhere else. So, like I said, Daniel Hemrick going winless is just impossible for me to see. It's going to happen. You just got to hang in there. You got to hang in there, man.
Says you, dude. You are like, oh, my life is over. Kyle Busch is finishing fifth.
Oh, okay, well,
Kyle Busch is running fifth. My life is over.
Oh, no.
56 career top wins compared to 0 wins anywhere. I have more expectations.
I'm just fucking with you, buddy.
Yeah, you always do.
You know I love you, bud.
Are you sure?
Much love here at the SCS.
All right. I believe you.
All right. And speaking of much love, Austin Cindric gave Harrison Burton the chrome horn after blocking the 22. They were going into turn 1, and Austin Cindric spun out the 20. I mean, Harrison Burton, he was just pulling a bunch of stupid blocks, and Cindric was like, all right, enough, and just slammed into him, gave him a send.
I'm surprised he didn't try to go fight him after the race too.
It's because he's gonna like come up to here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that height differential. He would get his Noah Gragson whooped his ass, but Austin Cindric would just pick him up and like give him an old John Cena FU or something like that.
No kidding.
Didn't that look so familiar to Joey Logano, Matt Kansas, Martinsville wreck?
Oh, yeah. It really did. All right, and then speaking of Ty Dillon a little bit earlier, he goes for another wild ride after getting turned by Brett Moffitt. Actually, Ty Dillon, he could not hear any of his guys on the radio, so he couldn't hear his spotters, so he wasn't clear over Brett Moffitt and just, got into the wall and spun out. Just series of unfortunate events for this guy. My God.
Series of unfortunate events. Yeah, right. Talk to me last year, man, with how Hemrick's Xfinity series.
I think he might have passed on that mojo to Ty Dillon, boy.
I'll take it. As long as it's off me now.
There you go. All right, and then Nick was talking about earlier, AJ Allmendinger held off Daniel Hemrick to get the win at Vegas and locking himself in the NASCAR playoffs. Guys, is AJ Allmendinger the real deal this year?
I think he is always. I think ever since he stepped into an Xfinity car, he's been the real deal. He's proven that he's not just a road course runner. He can go get it done on ovals now. I think AJ's in for a really good year. I'm still sticking with my prediction that he won't make the championship but I expect at least 3 to 5 wins out of him this year because he's just turning into that guy now. He's going to go get it done in that college racing.
All right. Respect that. All right, guys. So let's get into the Cup Series race. The big race on Sunday. We had Harvick leading the field to green, but that didn't last long. He dropped like a rock and the car was driving like the whole time. I was pissed off. Oh, man, what a bad race for the 4-car.
The entire Stewart-Haas racing team in general, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, they were off, man.
Eric Almirola had his 3rd finish of 30th or worse. And we're 4 races into the season, and the dude's finished 30th or worse. Oh, just wait for Kinsel's Classroom, man. I'm ready to grill guys. I'm ready to grill all 4 of them.
Oh, man.
All right, and then we had Hendrick Motorsports. They were showing a lot of speed early in the race. William Byron, and just still showing speed from last week at Miami, went on the lead lap 1. Kyle Larson was up there racing with him. They were just leading a bunch of laps together. Bunch of good battles in this race. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, they had a hell of a battle. Just things that you love to see with this 550 horsepower package.
Yeah, this is why I said Las Vegas is one of the most underrated mile and a half tracks on the schedule. Like the restarts are just so insane. And another thing I'd like to add is that I know we all hate this 550 horsepower package, but if we had to keep it at 1 mile and a half track, it'd definitely be Las Vegas. I think that package suits Las Vegas very perfectly because Chicago too. I see that shirt, Ian. Well, rest in peace, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Las Vegas, like it's just such an underrated track. It's 2 lanes, plenty of passing opportunities. You can run the high lane, kind of like Homestead almost. But yeah, those. I was very surprised they were able to keep it 3 wide for the lead for that long because you never see that anywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the racing, just to see 3-4 wide racing, guys just going balls out. It was just awesome to see with this package.
And I want to see a championship race in Las Vegas too. I think it'd be better than Phoenix.
That would be badass for sure.
Yeah. If we can't go to Homestead, let's go to Vegas for at least 2 years. Let's just give it 2 years.
I like it.
Yep.
All right. And then Ricky Stenhouse, he got into my boy Kevin Harvick, giving him a tire rub. Kevin Harvick had a tire go down, but it was perfect because he had it go down when the competition caution came out. So he was good there. Brad Keselowski showing lots of speed with that Penske going on to win stage 1. Kyle Larson winning stage 2. Guys, he was the class of the field in this race, just absolutely dominating.
Yeah, talking about tracks where I didn't think Kyle Larson was going to win at, it was this one. Just put on, he just whooped the field's ass. William Byron whooped the field's ass at Homestead last week, and it was Kyle Larson's turn this week. Oh, my God. Like, we expected Larson to be up front at Homestead. He was, but he didn't win. And now here we come to Vegas, and dude just put on a show. He could move over in all lanes. He could run the bottom. He could run the middle. He could run the top, gain speed. So that was a hell of a drive.
Absolutely. And then I guess we can call him the black sheep of Hendrick Motorsports. Chase Elliott spun out, getting loose, exiting turn 2. But he made a 360 save. It was pretty impressive. Got a little bit of damage getting into Kurt Busch's car, but not too bad, but definitely affected his race winning speed.
Yeah. And he was about 2 centimeters away from keeping Matty D at 5 points or 14 points or whatever.
Yeah.
When you saw Matty D was right there. Oh man, I thought they were gonna collect each other, and I was just be like, of course. Tyler, if you don't know, I'm also a Matty D fan, so I have some real front runners.
Man, you picked some real winners, huh?
Well, you do it to yourself because you say, like, I'm the guy that picks the underdog drivers.
I love the underdogs, man. I think the fan interaction with the underdogs is so much better than it is with some shot.
It's going to be that much sweeter for you if Matty D and Daniel Hemrick both win this year.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can imagine just popping the champagne bottles off right then and there.
And then Trevor Bayne comes and runs the truck race at Dega and gets a win. Oh man.
Oh, dude, you talk about a dream scenario right there. There it is.
Hey, Nick, you actually have something to celebrate this weekend. You want to hear it?
What's that?
You passed David Murray points.
Hey!
And it took 5 races.
It only took. Oh my God, that's such an embarrassing stat line, right there.
Jamie McMurray ran 1 race, and then it took Matty D 5 races to catch up. Oh man.
Hey man, it's been an embarrassing year for that 21 team, to say the least.
Maybe it's a good year to get fired. I don't know.
Oh yeah, well, he's not helping himself right now. I could tell you that right now. Already knowing he doesn't have a job for next year, he's doing a great job right now.
He's just gonna Woodburn his big old screw you. Like I don't care anymore.
Dude, I already have a backup plan. If Matty D gets the short end of the stick, doesn't have a good ride for next year, I'm jumping on the Hamlin train, and I'm gonna root for a winner who can get it done, because I'm sick and tired of this misery, man.
And if he goes winless, you got
then I just stop watching.
And then Denny's gonna have one of those winless seasons again.
And then I'll just stop watching NASCAR at that point, man, because I
don't
can't do
want
it
you to
anymore.
do that.
I can't do it anymore, man.
Just so much pain. All right, and then a little wild moment here. Alex Bowman, he was trying to enter pit road with a flat tire, and he almost collected Anthony Alfredo. Holy crap! Did you guys see that? Just zoomed right past him. If he got a little bit closer, oh, they would have had some junked cars.
That's a Quinn Houff move right there. What Anthony Alfredo did, man. Like, no,
that was Bowman that was coming down pit road.
Oh no, it was Alfredo was the one that hit him. Okay.
No, he zoomed past. He almost hit him.
Alfredo was the one that drove past. Okay. Alex Bowman had himself a Quinn Houff move right there.
Yeah.
What was Alfredo doing running the low line? His spotter should have seen that Bowman was trying to come to pit road. So I'm gonna put that on both of them.
Yeah.
Boneheaded move of the week right there, almost for Alex Bowman.
Yeah. Thank God they didn't touch, or else that would have been messy right there.
He would have went flying, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What was funny is that the Fox booth was just waiting for them to make contact. I remember Jeff Gordon and Mike Joy both were like, "Oh, we got trouble with the 48 car." Oh!
All right, and then Kyle Larson, just a few races in the 5 car, showing him and Hendrick just a match made in heaven, getting the first win with them at Las Vegas Motorspeedway. Guys, another thing that I did not see happening this year was Kyle Larson getting a win pretty much at all, but this quick in the season. He's just adjusted so quickly with Hendrick Motorsports. I didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah, it's like he never left. But I did expect him to get a win early in the season. I thought either he'd be at Homestead or the Bristol Dirt Race, and after the Bristol Dirt Race, that'd be it. But no, he hadn't slowed down. That's very impressive. I think this is really what he needed. I feel like something just wasn't there at Chip Ganassi. I feel like he finally got the right team with him. Cliff Daniels as the crew chief. Excuse me. So, I think Kyle Larson should be all right. Probably win the Bristol Dirt Race, of course. I mean, that's going to happen. So let's just see if he can get himself a championship 4 appearance. Probably. I don't know for sure, but I think that Hendrick team has finally found something. Of course, that was with Jimmy Johnson, and he's been struggling for the past 2 years, and I think that team is going to be revived again.
Yeah, and first Cup win for Cliff Daniels. So it's a great Sunday for that team.
I think it was. I was shocked. I didn't think it was coming this early, especially at a track like Las Vegas. But good for Kyle Larson. The dude's worked his butt off to try and get back into the sport. Everything he's done off camera, he's not trying to be that guy who's like, "Oh, hey, I'm doing this, and this on camera." Like on camera and everything. He's doing all that behind the scenes. He worked his ass off to get back here. So I was definitely happy to see him back in victory lane, especially running a Ricky Hendrick type scheme right there. That must have meant a lot to the boss man, and it's good for Kyle Larson. He needed that, and it was a really cool moment to see him and Bubba in victory lane together. So I'm sure that meant a hell of a lot to Larson right there. So it was a cool moment to see. He worked.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. It was pretty cool to see Brad go out and congratulate him too as he's, grabbing the checkered flag. To see him, come back and win a race that fast, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And great showmanship from Brad Keselowski. I really think, over the past years, he has really matured with everything. And just to see him come up and congratulate him, that was just pure class. All right, guys, we got anything else to add before we end the show here? Crickets. All right. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in to our race review. Thanks to our friends Dalton and Tyler for joining us. You can find them on Twitter and Instagram. I'll have the links below in the description. Make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you hit the bell to get notifications whenever we upload new content. Make sure to check out our merchandise on Spreadshirt, designed by Dalton Good himself. We'll have the link below in the description. Follow me, Nick, and Mike on Twitter, along with the Stock Car Spectacle accounts for weekly updates for our shows. Make sure to tune in to our shows this week with Kinzel's Classroom, our Phoenix preview, and the Gamblers Picks. And make sure to check out Kodo's Mojo with me, Adam Cornwell, and Patrick Kodo with weekly sports updates. You can find that on all podcast platforms. So, guys, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Tyler, thanks for joining us. It was fun having you on for the race review, buddy.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course. All right, everybody. Well, for the Stock Car Spectacle, I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm not Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great week.